Welcome to Keys Open Doors. Today we're breaking down the step-by-step home buying process. I know that buying a house can feel like navigating a maze blindfolded, especially if you are a first-time or aspiring home buyer. There's a ton of jargon, mountains of paperwork, and frankly, a lot of money on the line. But hey, as an educator and advisor, my goal with this explainer is to translate all of that dense financial jargon into plain, everyday English. We're going to look at some completely objective, practical information so you can take total control of your journey to homeownership. All right, let's dive into this. In general, taking this incredibly intimidating transaction and breaking it down into 4 clear steps makes it a highly accessible journey. Most of us look at buying a house as one giant, overwhelming event. But when we organize it logically, it's really just a simple sequence. Getting your finances in order, exploring your borrowing options, picking the absolute best deal, and finally, sealing the transaction safely.
So here is our exact roadmap for today. We have 5 main sections: prepare to shop, explore loan choices, choose a loan, avoid scams, and finally, get ready to close. Let's jump right into our first phase.
Section 1. Prepare to shop. This is all about setting yourself up for success from day one. Okay, before you even open a real estate app or spend your Sunday at an open house, you really need to hit pause. Many buyers find that just doing a little bit of financial preparation behind the scenes prevents a massive amount of stress down the road. You should focus entirely on what you already have, not what you want to buy. Begin by checking out a credit report checklist because your credit score directly dictates the interest rates lenders will offer you. Checking it early gives you time to fix any weird errors. Right alongside that, start a simple daily spending tracker. Before you take on a 30-year mortgage, you absolutely have to know exactly where your money goes every single month. And those tools ultimately help you answer the most critical starting question of them all. How much can you actually afford? Notice I didn't say how much will a bank lend you, because actually scratch that. Banks will very often approve you to borrow way more than you can comfortably afford. Those are 2 wildly different numbers. In general, a lender looks at your gross income, but you and I, we live on our net income. That's what is left over after taxes, groceries, and, just life's other expenses. Using your spending tracker helps you determine a realistic monthly payment that won't leave you house poor. Section 2. Explore loan choices. Let's review rates and lenders. Once you really understand your true budget, it's time to start shopping around for the money to buy your home. Looking at current interest rates and putting different rate scenarios side by side helps set super clear expectations. And listen, shopping around is vital. Even a tiny fraction of a percentage point difference in an interest rate can literally mean hundreds of dollars saved every month, which rapidly scales up to tens of thousands of dollars over the life of a typical loan. By running different scenarios, say a 30-year fixed rate versus a 15-year fixed rate, you can see exactly how the math impacts your wallet well before you ever commit. Section 3. Choose a loan. Let's find the absolute right mortgage for you. Let's fast forward a bit. You found a place, you made an offer, and bam, it got accepted. Congratulations, that's huge. Now you're going to start receiving official loan offers from lenders. These standardized forms break down the exact terms, the interest rates, and all those closing costs. You've got to look past the flashy marketing here. Put offer A right next to offer B. Ask yourself, which one has higher upfront fees? Which one has a better long-term rate? Doing this apples-to-apples comparison is exactly how you secure the best financial foundation for your new home. Now, I need your full, undivided attention for this next part. Before we reach the final step, you have to be aware that scammers maliciously target buyers just days before closing. Real estate wire fraud costs homebuyers hundreds of millions of dollars every single year. It's a highly vulnerable time. You're excited, you're packing, you're stressed, and you're fully expecting to send a very large amount of money. Scammers know this exact timeline, and they will intercept emails to send you fake wire instructions. But taking just a few simple steps to independently verify everything can protect your entire life savings from fraud. If you get an urgent email changing the payment details at the absolute last minute, stop. Do not proceed. Never rush a wire transfer. Instead, pick up the phone and call your trusted contacts, like your real estate agent or the settlement agent, but make sure you're using a phone number you already have on file. Do not call the number in that email. Verify everything verbally and you'll be good to go. Section 4. Get ready to close. Time to navigate the paperwork. Safely past the potential scams, we finally arrive at the closing process. This is where you take the absolute most important action to protect your wallet. You must compare your initial expected loan offer, the one you excitedly agreed to back in step 3, with the final closing forms to ensure there are no surprise changes. The law actually requires you to receive these final forms a few days before closing. Take advantage of that. Sit down, put them side by side, and make absolutely sure the interest rate and the fees match what you were promised.
By meticulously following a closing checklist, you can go into closing day with total confidence. Once you've verified all those numbers, checked off your final walkthrough, and safely wired your funds, well, all that is left is to sign what feels like an actual mountain of paperwork. Seriously, prepare for a hand cramp. But then, you get your keys. You have successfully navigated the entire process.
As we wrap up today, I just want to remind everyone that this explainer is here to provide general education to help you understand the landscape. Because everyone's financial picture is totally unique, please always consult a licensed real estate or financial professional regarding your specific situation before making any major decisions.
Because remember, the right home changes where you live, but the right mortgage protects how you live. So what part of this process are you going to start preparing for today? Keys open doors, helping you unlock your path to home ownership. If this helped, like, comment, and subscribe.